So I wake up in the morning and the world's gone mad on Twitter again. Today their target is Shane Dawson. Don't think I've ever seen one of his videos, but he looks like a pleasant young man. However, now he's apologising for things he's done in the past, which he wishes hadn't happened. And at first when I saw this, I thought, he must be really upset because he's telling us that his merch store is restocked. These things he's apologising for include stereotyping black people, Asian people, using blackface, saying the N-word, making jokes about that, and more. And he blames it on childhood past and his pain and things like that, and whether or not he's genuine, the world's gone mad. In some cases, surely if he's to blame for anything, it's just purely being dated. Okay, fair enough. After all, we never saw 70s and 80s entertainment stars from the BBC and ITV apologising for anything from that era. What about the black and white minstrel show? Also, Little and Large. I know Eddie Large died recently, but there's one episode I remember of that when they had a sitar band. This would have been like the mid-80s. They had a sitar band on the show. They got to the end of a song, and Eddie Large just walks on stage and just shouts, "Poppadom." And the whole audience erupted into immense laughter. And even the band were sort of forced to go along with it and laugh, as if, regardless of what, any sort of implications with race and whatnot, it just wasn't even funny anyway. But this was the 80s. That was the 80s. So, if anything, Shane Dawson is responsible for bringing back the 70s and the 80s. And when it comes to playing someone of Asian descent, what about Bitwits Lyle? He speaks in broken English in an East Asian accent. But that's like something out of the 80s. Will he be cancelled next? Going back to Shane Dawson's video, and I watched the whole thing, it lasted about 20 minutes. It's a bad idea to talk about murder fantasies. That's a bad idea. These days, if you're sick of someone being in the public eye, you can just hope that they go away for simple reasons based on cancel culture. I'd like James Corden to say something stupid on screen and then be pushed away for all eternity. I don't want him dead. I just want him off. I just want him off my screen. I manage that as often as possible. I was quite glad when he went to America. I don't know what the Americans see in him, but I was glad when he went to America because he's just not funny. He's not funny anymore. Even Gavin and Stacey is so. It's not brilliant. The first series was pretty good. Second series lost it. The third series was just dreadful. And so is anything they've done since, and people want a fourth series after we've had a couple of specials. No, just put it away in the past where it belongs. Elsewhere online, he's made jokes about, the P word. I'm not going to use that here. I'll admit I've not seen that clip in full here. Obviously, a 6-second clip has been taken and put on the internet. I'm not going to play it here for rather obvious reasons. According to his Taking Accountability video, he's pointing out why it's a bad thing, and that certain sections have been taken out of context. This is obviously a pretty sick section, a 6-second section. Try and say that after a few pints, where he appears to be enjoying a good time, shall we say, to that poster. But he says that's the full video shows that he's sort of doing the complete opposite of that. He says that certain sections have been taken out of context. But that's the internet for you. It will manufacture the story to suit itself. But there are certain people you don't want to upset in the world, and certainly not powerful people. And the girl in that picture, her name was Willow, and now she's 19, and she's the daughter of Will Smith. And you don't want to upset him because, as Gemini Man confirmed, there's 2 of him. And he's also aggravated other members of his family. Here we got Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, and obviously Willow's brother. Shane Dawson, I'm disgusted by you satirizing an 11-year-old girl who happens to be my sister. It's the furthest thing from funny and not okay in the slightest bit. Okay, fair point. Were you making that point 8 years ago, 9 years ago, whenever it was that you put the video out? You tell me. Meanwhile, we have Jada Pinkett Smith, Will's wife, obviously Jaden's mother and Willow's mother, to Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses. Jaden also adds, this man was doing blackface on the regular. As the youth, we need to support creators who support us and our morals. This is not okay. Well, Shane Dawson says he's now trying to atone for all this. So, How about you all have a big hug, eh? At the end of the video, though, he says it's okay to be upset about your past mistakes, but that he wants to help other people, and that now he wants to avoid drama in the future and only wants to put good into the world. I'm not religious, but there is a saying, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Or more accurately, have you ever done anything stupid in your life? I bet we all have. I got involved with Mark Pollard. I wasn't in a good place in my life at that time, personally and career-wise, and I thought working with him was the answer. In the end, it wasn't. I learned a big lesson with that. I'll put a link in the video description below. I've mentioned him before in other videos, and you can read all about that in there. I will still never cease seeking a resolution for all of that, while there is breath in my body, however. But back to the topic at hand. Do we give Shane Dawson another chance? Do you give Shane Dawson another chance? After all, he says it's okay if you don't. He understands that. He understands if you don't ever want to see or hear from him again. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video and share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the little bell to get all notifications, and cue Genesis.